What's up, guys? It's Spirit Crusher back with a new deck. This time we're looking at Arceus, Snorlax, and Crobat. Okay, so it's kind of similar to the Greninja Giratina EX idea, but we have less cards to pull. We're not really trying to evolve stuff. Snorlax, Arceus, they can kind of like work together, to figure out who really wants to do the job. And then all the means the while we have a Crobat. Crobat potentially better than Greninja because 30 instead of 20, and it can attack for 50 if it has to come in for 1 energy, which is actually really good. And I don't have to like mess around with, okay, is it a water energy or whatever, because I could just play dark energy because we have normal Pokemon in the deck. Also, furthermore details, we have 2 Ilimas. Okay, so that's why I said we could figure out who really wants to attack, because we could put somebody in, retreat them with Ilima, put somebody else in. They can hang out a little bit. Mars, Iono, Cyrus, some stuff. Pokemon communication. I might want to, do something about that potentially, but for now, yeah, what if, because I'm like looking at it and I'm like, why do I really care? We're just gonna leave it alone. We're just gonna leave it alone, and we're gonna take this to ranked, because honestly I feel like every time I play somebody in ranked, they're just like messing around and they don't really know what's going on. So we do know what's going on, even though this deck might not be the meta. My cousin is a nice guy. Okay, so that's the story there. Now I feel like this Arceus Snorlax combo can work a little bit better than Sylveon and Giratina, because you don't need to draw your cards in order to, you don't need Sylveon. You don't need to draw. You don't need to draw. Oh, perfect. And we could put Snorlax in the active position and Ilima it out, which we can't do with the other deck at all. And we could go to Arceus, which could potentially get paired up. I'm sorry. I should say ready. Ramped up quicker than Giratina. So, riddle me that, guys. I think it potentially can be more consistent. I don't know. I think if it was, it would be. Already we would know that, but we'll play it out. That's actually perfect, because this guarantees us Arceus. Actually, it didn't. It could have still been Snorlax, but that helped our odds a little bit. I'm going to leave the Zubat in my hand for potentially Iono or potentially Pokemon communications. I guess that's why I have that in there. Smart guy. What is he playing? What is he playing? Is he playing like Mewtwo? Like a Mewtwo variant? Or is he playing... Yeah, because there's Psychic Energy in his hand, right? So he's playing that other stuff. Highly interesting. Wow, way to power this up in like 2 turns. Gardevoir, Mewtwo deck. Huh. I can tank 2 of these. And then come in. Yep. Well, hopefully we get... okay, we got our Pokecom. Let's pull whatever this is so that we can't switch to it. So when we Pokecom Zubat, we have a pretty darn good chance of getting Crobat. So that worked out. Okay, so we're going to Rare Candy Crobat. And I'm going to hit up Sylveon because... straightforward, I don't mess with Sylveon. And there's that. Yeah, we're Ilima Snorlax back to the bench. Yeah, he can't get his 150 this turn. All he can get is his 70. Even though that's very interesting that you got that going so quickly. Yeah, you're going to do it so that next turn you got a 150. which will be enough to potentially KO my points here. Interesting. Interesting math, that is. Yeah, so we're gonna just play that. Bro actually folded by putting his third energy on Sylveon EX because now he can't come in for his 150 this turn, and he needed his 150 against Arceus. He didn't need it. I don't even know. He just essentially wasted that energy by putting it. I don't even know why you put it on Sylveon. I think, to be honest, that's probably... Oh, is it... You can only put it in the active spot? Yeah. I see. And thus is life. So what does this guy do then? Oh, because he loses this turn. Giant Cape. Don't you cry. That Giant Cape just really helped him out. I'm just a little confused, actually. Because let's be honest, there's 30. I have a Cyrus in the hand. Here's 130. I don't know if there's a Guzman in this deck, but we do have Cyrus. Good Giant Cape, though. Good Giant Cape. Good Giant Cape. I think I like this deck. I think it works a little bit. I think it might work. Potion, good one. Good one. Yeah, because we'll take the KO here. Because Crobat comes in for 50. Well, for 80. And I win the game. So thank you for playing. Have a nice day. Don't you cry. That was a nice one. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Yeah, I do. I think that was a really nice match. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, that's an X. All right. What do I have that could be a Giant Cape? No, we need that stuff. We need that stuff. We're just going to go right to a battle. Not bad. Not exactly a LaCroix, but, you know, it'll do. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. I'm so sorry. This hand looks pretty good. We have the rare candy. We have Professor. We have a Pokeball. We have a lot of things that I like. Excuse me. That's not Arceus, though. That's a little unfortunate. That was supposed to be well, there's Arceus. Okay. That's hilarious. This is like almost the exact same hand, and it's almost like we have the Zubat, not the Crobat, but we have the rare candy. He has a lot of cards. We could Mars him. Yeah, we could. Yeah, we could. How many cards? 6? I'll take 3 away. It's not bad. And we'll keep on walking around here, because that made it a little bit harder for him to figure out whatever he's got to figure out. It really did. Moltres, how are we seeing Genetic Apex decks? Like, we literally just saw... I mean, he had the stuff anyway. Doesn't seem to be a rare candy deck. He now has... Oh, yeah, nice. Nice. One head. Okay. Interesting, though. He has a... Oh, this is bad. Okay. We'll iota our hand for... hope of... Crobat. Nope. Nope. Dang, that doesn't help us. And he needs to do some freaking damage to... Oh, his plot might be quite the scheme here. Because he's not going to do any damage to Snorlax. So it's going to be hard to Ilima it. Oh no, he just attached to Moltres. He's going to do something eventually with it. Please. Okay, just one. We like that a lot. We like that a lot. One in three chance. Two and three chance. Oh, fail. Absolute fail. Actually, I don't have the rare candy. So we're just not doing good in general. It's just going like about how it could. We gotta hope that he attaches to his Moltres here to do damage on Snorlax. That's really what we gotta hope for. Yeah. He just did. Well, because he could get an attack. Why wouldn't he? Actually, yeah, he didn't put the... Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. There's our first Ilima. That was a wasted turn by him. Now, what does he do here, you think? We could have knocked this out if we had our Crobat, which is so freaking annoying that we Iono'd ourselves, we Poke-Calmed, and we fell flat on our face several times. 6 cards, and 4 out of those 6 cards are rare candies and Crobats. What are the other 2? Oh, the other ones are Professor Research. Actually, that's probably perfect. Crobat, are you like literally... I'm gonna cry. Worse things have happened in life. We should actually retreat into Snorlax EX. Or should we just take the point? Yeah, because if he has the 200, doesn't matter if it's Snorlax or Arceus is 70. If he has the 4 Charizard, it doesn't matter. We do have a 130 loaded up right there, ready. But what is a 130 with a... Like, it's so crazy. That the rest of the... And the other one was a Professor's Research. Like, the luck is so bad. But we still won. Look at that. He conceded, and we'll take that. He must have never found Charizard. We were both having bad luck. We like that. Matter of fact, we're happy about that. Deep down inside, deeply and truly, we are happy about that. Don't you cry. I'm not gonna cry. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Boom boom boom. Okay, what do we got this time? This time we have Snorlax exactly like we want it. We have Arceus exactly like we want it. Now, will we get our friend to hang out with us? It's my turn. That is already promising. This is very promising. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Very promising. We need to top deck a rare candy. Professor's research will work as well. Anything really, and we're actually so happy about that. I don't know who told everybody to play Moltres EX tonight or something. I really don't know what the deal with that is. Yeah, we're not gonna... Might not have even been what your move was, but I guess you couldn't have attached to Charmander and retreated. Is this a Moltres EX with... Ooh, he just... That's not good. Although this does give me another turn, and 150 could leave me alive. We have to... Bro, we are bricking on our poles again. Not even the Pokemon this time. It is merely... Okay, let's see what happens here. I'm leaving the cards in my hand for maybe an Iono. To pull me out of the shadows. We need to hope there's no red that gets played on this turn. I don't think so, because I don't think so. He only has one card. No. He only has one card. That's 150. And we're in luck. Not all of the luck, but some of the luck, that's for sure. Because look at that. That is just terrible. This deck is not showing the cards that I would like it to show, you know? Show me the cards I want. Show me the cards I want. I want a red candy. I want it. Please make it dandy. Yeah, I get knocked out right here, though, which stinks. If I had pulled the rare candy 2 turns ago, it actually would have been dead. We still can kill it. Crobat. Well, we need 80 right here to happen. What's he got on the bench? Oh, he's got plenty of stuff. I see what you got on the bench there. Cineroar is loaded. Give me a rare candy. Okay. Give me a rare candy. Nope. Okay. We shall take that. We shall take that. I'll put this down. Oh, I got 110. can live from Incineroar hit, which is crazy. So Crobat is going to help me out here with Charizard EX. Hopefully survive. Right, he's going to have 3 energy for his 80, though. Fortunately, I don't have energy for 130. This is going to be a rough one the rest of the way. Unless, of course, we do something. Yeah, that's what we're going to have to do here. We're not going to attack it because we don't want its 140. We're going to retreat into Snorlax. Give ourselves a turn here. We'll do this. Hopefully we get our... Okay, we'll take that. We're not going to attack. Because if it has damage, then it does 140. So, yeah, we'll keep it at 60. However, he can Cyrus and win the game. So, let that be known. I'm going to Mars him because I just need one more turn here and we get health back. So now this one card in his hand, yeah, I mean, I'm sure he has a Cyrus in his deck somewhere, right? But it has to be that card, or that card has to be a red, and he didn't have the red before. He's literally just, I think he just gave us the game. I think he just gave us the game, except for the fact that we just pulled the wrong card there. There's 130 plus. Yeah, word. Wow. So let's just see how much damage we would have did here. Actually, maybe we'll just leave it because he still can't do his 140 and he potentially doesn't have a Cyrus, because we could do 130 plus 30 plus 60 is 190. Yeah, but right now we could only do 160. This card unfortunately is the rare candy. That's the only way, so let's just end our turn here. I could have Iono'd the deck, but then I couldn't have Illima'd Snorlax back, so we'll just do that and hopefully take 80. We're not worried about a red. We're worried about Cyrus. And that card is still not the Cyrus, and that's 80. Okay, okay. So this is insane that we did all this to make it here, but I think we just made it here. And shout out to this guy either not pulling his Cyrus or not having his Cyrus. Shout out to this guy either not having a red or not pulling a red. Sir, I could have made your deck better for you, but you wanted to put Moltres in the deck. So there's 130 that you never used. So there's 130, and that's the win. With Arceus, Crobat, Dingbat, and insanely bad luck throughout the lot of that, but hey, I mean, made it happen, pulled it off, and we'll take it. A win's a win, right? But this is the deck. Sleep on the clock because, you know, we're working, but that was a great match to really show it off that last one. We're not really doing anything. We're kind of just trying to chill and wait around till we can pop off and do our thing. And some of those decks that we just played are perfect to show that against, because look at Incineroar. It can't do 80. It can't do 140 if we're not attacking it. So we just don't attack with Snorlax. We should get rid of Snorlax with Ilima. Snorlax is perfect for that because it regains its health. I think this works out very nicely. So thank you very much, my cousin. This has been Spirit Crusher. You have a nice day, all right?